considered a siege. We've all toured and done a bunch of wild stuff, but I think Cam has done the wildest stuff. Yeah. What's your weirdest tour story?
Apparently, if you cross the Florida-Georgia line, you can get arrested for the weirdest stuff. I.e., I passed an agricultural station with a U-Haul, and you're supposed to weigh in, because apparently they search for weed, cocaine, all this weird stuff. Well,
all the things that you have.
All the things.
Yeah.
But I'm like an 18-year-old dude who has no idea about like driving laws. So they pull me over, they're like, so do you know that you have X and X on your record? And I'm like, well, yeah. Like, well, just to let you know, turn around, we're putting cuffs on you. And I was like, whoa. So I got arrested on tour on our way to Alabama. And we get back to the place. They're like, all right, well, we're just gonna let you sit here, go through like, they had a typewriter. It wasn't like,
Tour typewriter.
I'm like, this is 2008, come on. And here we go. Pretty much they were like, well, you're really cool, so like, your friends bailed you out of jail. And apparently I found out 2 days later that it is the most known jail in Florida for getting stabbed and shot.
Jesus.
So I guess keep it safe in Florida is the rule. Like,
if you have a U-Haul, be safe.
Actually, the other story I have happened in Florida as well. There's a place in Orlando called Back Booth, and I don't know if anyone out there is familiar with it, but there's a venue called Back Booth, and attached to it is a tattoo parlor that's open 24 hours a day, and you can make the worst decisions of your life and get a tattoo in the most unsanitary tattoo environment. One of our old tour managers was a huge Pittsburgh Penguins fan, and we played the show, he lost a bet, and we all paid for him to get a penguin tattooed over his right or left nipple, I'm not sure. I'm gonna say right nipple. So the belly was like, the nipple was the belly of the penguin, and he now has a Pittsburgh Penguin tattooed over his nipple, all because this guy lost a bet and was blackout drunk at Back Booth in Orlando. So yeah, don't go to Florida, don't tour in Florida, it's the worst.
Unless you're willing to get a nipple tattoo.